We may be a more authoritarian style. We may be a slightly less. We may be a more chaotic, but it all fits into this system till that one day. And that day wasn't a day of impulsive explosion of emotional anger and upset. It was planned. They tried every avenue, whether it's, I need 13,000 votes, and it was strategic. And they talked to people and they said, look, this day is your last shot. Our only hope here is to get this thing not certified and thrown into the House of Representatives. So the events of that day, the chaos and the violence, were a strategically planned effort to move that. And that, for me, was it. That was the moment. Whatever happens after that doesn't matter because of that. That's my speech. Kevin, you go first. Jill, you go.
Well, am I supposed to provide hope here? I mean,
yes!
No, I'm an historian, man. That's not
Come
what
on.
we do. That's not what we depress people for a living.
Talk about our resilience in overcoming these. Talk about the perspective of that this time isn't.
I mean, resilience comes through accountability. It comes through both personal and holding them accountable. And there was a moment after January 6th, there was on January 6th, where Mitch McConnell and Kevin McCarthy and most of Congress, Democrat or Republican, was actually saying, this is an insurrection. This is Trump's fault. We need to hold him responsible. And then they blinked. Mm-hmm. And the Republicans went back into kind of the partisan mindset, and Democrats refused to push over. And that's where we were left. And then Biden came in, and we didn't get Merrick Garland holding a lot of these people accountable. They kind of slow rolled that. They slow rolled the cases. There wasn't a sense of urgency here. And so there's, I think in America, we saw this after Watergate, kind of the system worked, and it barely worked in Watergate. And then the bad guys figured out a way to work around all the ways in which they got caught in Watergate. Don't say stuff on tape, have your alternative media, all these sorts of things.
Have the Supreme Court say there's no such thing as corruption.
Correct.
And you're allowed to have slush funds as long as you pretend like you're not coordinating.
Huge win. Yeah. And so all that has radically changed the game, but we don't have to accept it. Right. And so there's got to be a will to hold people accountable. Right. And there's I think a craving on the part of voters. And if Democrats are looking for a message, they could do something to show that they actually have principles and are willing to act on them and will hold people accountable. And that's what I think voters are dying to see is I think Joel's right. Both sides have gotten into this kind of ossified politics where they are content with the status quo. They don't want to rock the boat too much because the power might come back to them. They don't want to ban, stock trading from congressmen. There's all kinds of things that they could do to show that they actually have skin in the game and that they know that we are invested in what they do, right? And we are looking to them to truly represent and lead us, right? And rather than taking a back seat, and Democrats constantly poll testing and seeing what might float